I'd like to discuss the benefits of using Google Search Console. The first benefit of using Google Search Console is you're able to monitor your website's presence in Google search results. So what Google's actually allowed, they used to call this the Google Webmaster Tools, but they've kind of changed the branding to Search Console. Basically, it's the ability that Google gives you some insight in how Google sees your website. And so you have access to that information if you go ahead and set it up within this Google service. One of the biggest benefits of setting this up is you're actually able to see how Google is able to crawl your site. So you can see which pages, if it's having any messages about those pages and other information that would be exposed to the Google Search Console. It will also display any indexing problems. So again, what Google does to put it in its search engine is it'll go through your website and index it, basically like an index in the back of a book. It'll go through and figure out all the pages on your site and it'll show you there. So if it has any problems with any of the pages, you can actually see that in the Google Search Console. After some of your pages actually start showing up in the Google index, so it's actually displayed in Google search engine results, you'll actually start seeing some information about that traffic. That could be the number of queries, meaning the number of times your website actually shows up in a Google search. Keywords that are used to find those, and this is one of the few places you'll get the actual information directly from Google on keywords that your website is ranking for. I'll actually show you if anybody then clicks, so you'll get the impression that somebody saw your web page, but then did they actually click, and of course those clicks will relate back to keywords. And it'll show you the position in the search engine results. So again, all of this information is really important information if you're trying to do search engine optimization to find out things like keywords and what are popular and where you position within the results. If you set everything up, you set it up with a Google account when you create your Google Search Engine Console account. And so if there are any issues, Google will then email you directly. So you don't have to check it every day to see if you have any alerts. You'll get an email from Google. One other useful information that shows up are websites, other websites that actually link to your website. So these will show up in links. Additionally, you will see some information about internal links that Google has found within your website. But the external links are one of the most useful things about links in Google Search Console. So let's go through a demo of Google Search Console. First, we'll go through how to create this account. Then we'll do some initial configuration and we'll link it to our Google Analytics account. So some conclusions about the Google Search Console. First, it is useful because you can actually see results from using Google Search. So you actually, as the owner of your website, get information about that. You can find out if there's any indexing problems, pages or other issues that aren't showing up good, so you can determine whether or not your website is ranking well within the Google search results. You can find out after a while, can it find out information about search traffic, where your website shows up, positions, clicks, impressions, and if there are any issues by setting up a Google Search Console account, you'll actually be able to receive alerts directly from Google.